The world of military aviation has witnessed the rise of legendary fighter aircraft, each leaving its indelible mark on history through its impressive tally of aerial victories. These fighters not only symbolize the pinnacle of aerial combat, but also serve as a testament to the skills of their pilots and the technological prowess of their eras. In today's video, we'll delve into the top 8 fighter planes that have claimed the most aerial victories in the annals of aviation history. At number 8, Curtiss P-40 Warhawk. An American single-seater fighter and ground attack aircraft saw action from 1939 onwards. It was widely used by Allied forces throughout World War II and remained in active service until the end of the war. It ranked 3rd among American fighters produced during the war, trailing only P-51 and P-47. By war's end, the P-40 Warhawk was credited with 2,225 aerial victories. In the Mediterranean theater, it achieved 592 kills, in the Pacific theater, 660, and in the China-Burma-India theater, it notched 973 victories. At number 7, the Hawker Hurricane. This was a crucial and effective fighter aircraft for the British Royal Air Force during World War II. While it may not have received as much attention as the Supermarine Spitfire, the Hurricane played a significant role in the Battle of Britain and throughout the war, in spite of its vulnerabilities. During the Battle of Britain, the Hurricane shot down the majority of the planes claimed by the RAF. It got 1,700 verified kills in this battle. Hawker Hurricanes are credited with scoring a substantial number of aerial victories during World War II. These victories were achieved in various theaters of the war, including the Battle of Britain, North Africa, the Eastern Front, and other combat zones. Estimates suggest that Hurricanes achieved around 2,500 confirmed kills. At number 6, the P-47 Thunderbolt. A high-altitude fighter used by the USA during World War II proved highly effective as both a short to medium-range fighter. A total of 15,636 P-47s were manufactured during the war, making it the most produced American fighter of the war. It saw action in every theater of World War II, with its primary contributions being in the European theaters of operations and the Pacific theater of operations. Overall, the Thunderbolt achieved 3,661 victories, with the majority of these victories, amounting to 2,685, occurring in the European theaters of operations. It also secured 263 kills in the Mediterranean theater of operations, 697 in the Pacific theater of operations, and 16 in the China-Burma-India theater. At number 5, the P-38 Lightning. An American single-seat fighter aircraft from World War II, it was known for its twin-piston engines, high-altitude capabilities, and extended range. It gained admiration from both its own pilots and adversaries due to its impressive performance. The P-38 found its great success in the Pacific Theater of Operations and the China-Burma-India Theater of Operations, notably serving as the preferred aircraft of top American aces like Richard Bong, with 40 victories, Thomas Maguire with 38 victories, and Charles H. MacDonald with 27 victories. The P-38 was utilized across all 4 major theaters of World War II. In total, it recorded 3,785 enemy aircraft kills, with 497 victories in the European theater, 1,431 in the Mediterranean theater, 1,700 in the Pacific theater, and 157 in the China-Burma-India theater. At number 4, the Grumman F6F Hellcat. An American carrier-based fighter plane used during World War II, it was a well-designed carrier fighter aircraft that excelled in its performance, surpassing the A6M0 and contributing significantly to air superiority in the Pacific theater. Over a span of just slightly more than 2 years, an impressive 12,275 Hellcats were manufactured. In the Pacific theater of operations, the F6F Hellcat was responsible for 75% of all U.S. Navy air-to-air victories. Notably, The Grumman F6F Hellcat achieved a remarkable total of 5,223 victories, with all of these victories occurring in the Pacific Theater of Operations, except for 8 during the invasion of southern France in the European theaters of operations. This accomplishment established them as the most successful Allied naval aircraft of the era. At number 3, North American Aviation P-51 Mustang, an American single-seat fighter and fighter-bomber renowned for its extended range, played a prominent role in the World War II. The P-51 also saw action across all 4 theaters of war during the conflict. In the European theaters of operations, it achieved 4,239 air-to-air victories, while in the Mediterranean theater, it notched 1,063. It also got few victories in the Pacific theaters of operations and the China-Burma-India theater. The total record among 5,599 victories, establishing the Mustang as the highest-scoring American fighter in the European theater and a significant factor in the Allied victory over Germany. At number 2, the Supermarine Spitfire. A British single-seat fighter plane served in the Royal Air Force and various Allied nations and stands as one of the most extensively manufactured and strategically significant British single-seat fighters of World War II. In the Battle of Britain, Spitfires were primarily pitted against Luftwaffe fighters, especially the Messerschmitt Bf 109E series, which closely matched their capabilities. In this pivotal battle, Spitfire successfully brought down 529 enemy aircraft. Throughout all theaters of World War II, Spitfires accounted for around 5,988 enemy aircraft destroyed. At number 1, the Messerschmitt Bf 109, a German fighter aircraft from World War II, held a pivotal role as a cornerstone of the Luftwaffe's fighter fleet. Distinguished as the most produced fighter aircraft in history, with a staggering 34,248 units manufactured between 1936 and April 1945, the Bf 109 is renowned for achieving more aerial victories than any other aircraft in history. Notably, the top 3 fighter aces of all time, with a collective total of 928 victories, piloted the Bf 109. The highest scoring among them, Eric Hartmann, was credited with 352 victories. Additionally, the North African campaign featured Hans Joachim Marciel, who downed 158 enemy aircraft while flying the Bf 109. Moreover, the Bf 109 saw action with aces from other nations allied with Germany, including the notable Finnish pilot Ilmari Jetilainen, the highest-scoring non-German ace. Aces from Italy, Romania, Croatia, Bulgaria, and Hungary also operated the Bf 109. Though ongoing development, this aircraft remained competitive against the latest Allied fighter planes until the end of the war. Altogether, the Bf 109 is credited with a remarkable total of 15,000 aerial victories. And that, guys, was the top 8 fighter planes that have claimed the most aerial victories in the annals of aviation history. Thank you guys for viewing in, bye bye.